This is just a recap video of all the Commanders' offseason moves before the draft. Let's start with all the offense moves. The offense has got much better. Even though the offense was decent last year, we added some key players and it should be much better than last year. Deebo Samuels is much better than De'Ami Brown and OZ. I'm sure everyone would agree. We added Lermy. Now, Brandon Coleman played okay at the left tackle position, but that's not his strength. His strength is probably right tackle. So they probably going to move Brandon Coleman over to right tackle. I don't know what they're going to do with Wiley. And maybe have Wiley back up. I'm not sure. Because according to the stats, Brandon Coleman gave up more sacks than Wiley. I'm thinking that because Brandon was on Jaden Daniels' blind side, and Wiley will almost give up sacks, but Jaden Daniels will see it and escape the sack and run for the first down. They signed guard slash center Nate Herbig. Nate is 6'4", 334 pounds. That's a big dude. Tyler Biadasz, he's 6'4", 318 pounds. And Tyler played okay. I seen him getting beat a couple of times, but not often. Because Nick Allegretti, I see him get beat a lot of times. So they need somebody at their left guard position. So hopefully they'll put Nate over there. So the offensive line got much better. The receiving got much better. We added Michael Gallup. You know, he can come in. Who knows if he's going to be the fourth wide receiver. McCaffrey was open a lot of times. Jaden Daniels just didn't see him. I'm sure he probably going to get open even more with Deebo Samuels on the field. We got Noah Brown back. Oh, the offense is much better. Defense got a lot better. Eddie Goldman, defensive tackle. He is 6'3", 320 pounds. And they signed Javon Kinlaw, who is 6'5", 319 pounds. Yeah, we got beefier on the defensive line to try to stop them runs up the middle. Defensive line got better, in my opinion. They added defensive end Wise Jr. He's going to cause some disruption in the backfield. I can see it. I think he might be more consistent than Fowler, in my opinion. Fowler, like in the middle of the season, he came on and, you know, he did some things, but then he disappeared. All right, let's talk about defensive backfield. My favorite part of the defense. Then we lost Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin played decent last year. I'm thinking that they probably didn't want to sign him or give him much money. That's why he went somewhere else, or they were trying to wait it out. But he was like, I'm not waiting. I'm just gonna get signed for somewhere else. Y'all disrespected me, maybe. I don't know, but I'm just guessing. He signed somewhere else. I think they probably gonna be close to signing him, but he just signed somewhere else. So we got Will Harris. That's an upgrade, not by much, I should say, but it's an upgrade. And the reason I think it's an upgrade, and probably because he played with Marshawn Lattimore, so they know each other, how each other play. They probably trust each other. That part of the field might be shut down. Jonathan Jones, cornerback. See, a lot of these players that they're picking, they came from organizations and coaching that were more disciplined, I should say. Played with the Patriots under Bill Belichick, and you know Bill didn't play. You know, Marshawn Lattimore, Will Harris, they played under Sean Payton. You know, we got a couple of players from the 49ers. Adam Peters know the organization well. And we got a couple of players from Houston. You know, Houston has been balling out for the last couple of years. So these players know about winning, about discipline, about being consistent. A lot of the players that we didn't re-sign weren't consistent. I'm not sure if this guy's going to make the team or not, but we signed an international player. I think he's a rugby player. He's a defensive end. His name is TJ. Hopefully I don't butcher his last name. Magaranyanga. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. He's 6'5", 223 pounds. They got him as a defensive end. I'll be sure to look for him in the preseason or in OTAs and mini camps and stuff like that just to see what he does. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's gonna make the team. But hey, he might surprise us. Wes Welker will join the commander staff serving as analyst. He will be working with both the personnel staff and coaching staff. So what is he gonna be, like a wide receiver whisperer, guru or something? I mean, like I said, he came from a winning organization when he was playing. I think the offense and defense, not sure about the special teams, but the offense got much better and the defense got a lot better. The draft is only going to be the icing on the cake. Out of the draft, we might hit on one or two out of all the picks we get. Now, if we get a running back out of this draft, y'all already know, y'all seen my other video, what running back I want them to pick. If we get a good running back that's very elusive in this draft, it'll be way better than last year. Now, last year, my predictions of the record was 12-5, and I was right. But I'm not going to do that until the schedule drops. A lot of times, the defense let us down in a lot of those games. But I'm not going to put the record out there yet. Alright, y'all, that's it for this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell so you know when I drop videos.